just gotta make it. Man, I've been on it so long. Trey Songz.
We gotta be determined. Gotta get at it. We gotta hold ourselves accountable.
Hi, YouTube. Hi. Bye.
Hi. Yeah, YouTube, Life of a Mom, but he wanted to say hi. I wanted to come on here and tell you guys how I lost 20 pounds in 30 days. I started my weight loss journey on July 13th of this year. And I didn't make the decision to document my journey until about a week and a half, 2 weeks into it. I think it was August the 11th. Yes. And my 30 days was August the 13th. So on August the 13th is when I took my 30-day weigh-in, and I was 20 pounds lighter. Praise God. I was so super excited. And I know we have weigh-in Friday coming up, but before we get into that and before I weigh myself, I wanted to give you all the tips that I used in order to lose my first 20 pounds. I have a long way to go in my journey, but I'm just so super excited about these 20 pounds that I lost. And I lost them by making small changes, just doing small little things. I wanted to tell you a few tips that I used. Before I get started, let me preface this by saying I am not a doctor, I'm not a nutritionist, none of that. These are just some of the tips that I use to help me so far on my journey. All right, tip number 1, measuring my food.
Salt peanuts, salt peanuts. Salt peanuts, salt peanuts. Salt peanuts, salt peanuts.
Oh my God. This is a huge one. You would not believe how much of a difference I've noticed just from looking at the serving sizes on things, from almonds to measuring out my meat. I bought myself a food scale, and I started, putting my meats, my proteins on there just to kind of make sure I get an idea that I'm using or giving myself, fueling my body with the correct serving size. Just making that little small change has helped dramatically. I even joked with my husband. I told him, babe, snacks is lasting a long time now. But yes, that is a huge tip. Tip number 2, drinking water.
Peanuts, salt peanuts. Salt peanuts, salt peanuts. Salt peanuts, salt peanuts. Salt peanuts, salt peanuts.
Drinking water. I didn't realize how important drinking water was. I knew you have to have it, but I've never drank the amount that I'm supposed to. So on a minimum, on a day-to-day basis, I drink at minimum 128 ounces. They say that you should have maybe half of your body weight in ounces. But, if you're like me, I haven't been giving myself that until I started this journey. And just drinking the water, I can even tell a difference in my skin. My face looks so much clearer. My sister was telling me, girl, your face is clear enough. I said, oh, thank you, honey. That's because I've been drinking water. But yes, drinking water, a lot of water. And it also helped me so far be fuller. So in between my meals. So instead of me just snacking all day long, I drank some water when I felt hungry. and I listen to my hunger cues to let me know, hey, you're really hungry. You need to eat something. But yes, drinking water. That's the next big tip that I would have to share with you guys. Number 3, I'm looking down at my notes, so please forgive me. Number 3 is moving and doing some type of exercise. Myself, I work in a sedentary position, meaning I sit down all day and work at a computer. So before, I've always done a little working out, but since we've been in this quarantine, next with this COVID situation, your girl has slipped a lot. But being that I started back on my journey, I've been making it a point to move, whether it's taking my son out playing in the yard or parking further when I go to the grocery store, or taking me a minimum 30-minute walk on a day-to-day basis. And I've tried to do that 4 to 5 times a week, doing some type of exercise. I've incorporated a little bit of HIIT. Now, I'm not saying you have to just jump all in, but this is just what I've been doing because I'm serious. I'm trying to get this. I'm working hard trying to get this weight off. So making sure you do some type of movement and exercising, doing more than you have been doing. And I mean, it's good for your joints. It's good for your body. It's all around a good thing to do. And exercise is relieving stress too. I must say, you have a tendency, work's been hard, dealing with my kid has been a little difficult, but that's my time. That's my me time that I'm carving out for me to go and exercise. Tip number 4, entering my food in a food app. The app that I have been using is MyFitnessPal. Oh my God, MyFitnessPal is awesome. They allow you to enter in your height, your weight, what you do as far as work related, and it how much activity you get, and it calculates how many calories you need to be using. And it also breaks it down into macros and how much protein and fats that you should be having. It's really an amazing app. And there's a lot of apps out there that you can use, but that is just the one that I have been using. And it's been shedding light and opening my eyes to how many calories I partake in a day. I don't like to write things down, but MyFitnessPal, you can scan food items, you can enter recipes, everything. But not to say that you'll have to do that forever, and I may not do it forever, but for now, I'm having to put it in just to kind of keep myself accountable. That's just what I have to do and what I've been doing. Tip number 5, carbs. I still eat carbs, but I've been checking myself on how much carbs I eat, because it was nothing for me to eat carbs at every meal before I started my weight loss journey. But now I'm more mindful of the carbs. So that's a huge tip that I've been doing, because I don't want anybody to cut out carbs. To me, I don't think that's a good thing. Your body needs carbs, especially complex carbs, like your sweet potatoes and your oatmeal and mixed vegetables. Those veggies, those things, you do need those carbs. And I even have bread, but I've switched to like a whole wheat bread. I still buy my family, white bread sometimes, or I even got them on board with wheat bread occasionally. But for the most part, myself, I eat whole wheat wraps. I make sandwiches sometimes on a whole wheat bread. I found this really, really good bread. It's called Dave's Killer Whole Wheat Bread. It's not cheap. I'm gonna tell you that. But I guess they say eating right is not cheap. And it's really tasty. It really is. And I can't honestly say so far that I even miss it as far as the whole week. Now, the only thing I haven't done yet is switching from white rice to brown rice. I haven't done that yet. I'm going to work on that, but I haven't done that yet. Just letting y'all know I'm being real. The girl is not out here just getting rid of stuff altogether, because Rome was not built in a day. So I'm not going to set myself up like that. The sixth and final tip that I would have to share that I feel has been the most important for me on Sonya Core's journey is giving myself once a week a treat meal. Now, I didn't say a whole treat day, a treat meal. So maybe on a Saturday, if I want a slice of pizza, or if I want a Chick-fil-A sandwich or something of that nature, whatever I have for my cheat meal, it's one meal. And then even with that, the earlier part of the day, if I want a dessert with the meal, whatever the case is, I have it on that cheat meal. I don't deprive myself of that, because I'm the type of person that if I feel like I have completely stopped everything and gone cold turkey, I'm going to stop. And this diet or lifestyle change will be non-existent. I don't even like to really say diet, because I'm not dieting. I'm changing the way that I eat and live out here, instead of doing things the old way that I used to do it. So, cheat. Hey, have yourself a cheat meal or a cheat item, whatever you choose to do for you. But it's been working for me so far. And I will say that sometimes I skip a week. I'll go 2 weeks before having a cheat item or cheat meal. So, I don't know. I think it's been doing pretty good. If you feel like some things have been working for you that I haven't listed, list it down in the comments. So, hey, we can share the knowledge. All right, guys, the time has come. As you all know, I talked about losing my first 20 pounds. Now, since it is weigh-in Friday, the girl's going to go ahead and kick off the challenge and tell you guys how much I have lost from August 13th to today, till today. So, my weigh-in Friday total is, drum roll, my weigh-in for today is 2 pounds. Yay! Yes, that is awesome. I'm so excited. I'll take those 2 pounds any day. Even if it was nothing, I would have still took it. But we'll get ready and work my way up for next weigh-in Friday, which is, like we said, the 3rd Friday of each month. So, there you have it. Let's keep working hard. Let's stay positive. Let's keep being motivated. And let's reach these goals. All right, YouTube.
Watch me now. Said I just gotta make it, Man, I've been on it so long. Try songs.